What's up, kids? Got a really good question today. But before we dive into this one that you see on the screen, check out this crazy Christmas tree back here. It was up like a month ago. They're getting ready at this park here. They're getting ready to do this really cool Christmas light thing they do every year, holiday lights, whatever. And they have just stuff everywhere, huge statues all lit up. It's like a 3-mile long drive-through, a walk-through thing. And you get to look at all the holiday lights. Super fun tradition here in Memphis. This is actually the largest, behind me, the largest inner city park in the nation. This is called Shelby Farms Park. It's 5,500 plus acres of park that's right in the heart of Memphis that connects us with a bunch of green lines, connects all the communities. It's so cool. Love this place. Love the diversity it brings. Love how it connects our city. Really cool place. All right, so got a really good question up there. And a lot of us have felt this in the past, and I'm not pulling in names on this one. Somebody posted in our group publicly, and that's super cool, and so glad you're doing that, because I want to make sure we get really good answers to you. And you're not alone, I promise. By the way, the autism thing came up in this comment, and that is so real, and we've had multiple people in our mastermind, in our high-ticket mastermind, that have autism and have just flourished and done super well in the process. And the cold outreach, the feeling like you're banging your head against the wall, all of this, that is normal, and it's not just because of the way your brain might be wired. What's up? Karina, great to see you. Diesel, what's up, dude? Man, great to see you. Long time no see. Cian, welcome. Dean, hey, Chris, I'm with you, brother. Yeah, Dean, so great to see you, dude. So here's the thing. Hey, everybody, y'all are just awesome. Here's the thing. All right, let's talk about two things first. One, I'm going to just talk about the autism thing first, because that has to be addressed straight up. All of us have our own wiring. We all have stuff that's going on with us that makes us who we are. Personally, I come from a very abusive background. I struggle with an enormous amount of anxiety. I struggle with a lot of social anxiety. This right here used to be super, super hard for me. And I still have, this is for real, I still have a hard time going into a Starbucks and ordering a drink with a barista standing right in front of me. I know that sounds crazy and silly, but it's not. It's just who I am, and it's the way I'm wired, all right? That's a weakness of mine that I feel like I'm weak in, but I think I've turned it into a strength because it's made me learn and practice and work on some things that I can use that aren't relying on some place that I feel like I'm weak, but they're allowing me to thrive in other areas where I'm actually really strong. So the folks that shared, and what's up, great to see you. So the other people, or the person who asked this question, the other people in this Facebook group and that have been in our masterminds who have autism at some level have thrived because they figured out where their strength is, like what the superpower is that they've got going. Just like all of us have to figure out what is our superpower, not what's our biggest weakness, what's our superpower, and what's actually driving us forward and helping us succeed. So let's see, Dean, awesome. Yeah, you're facing it, that's the key. That's so true. We all have stuff, and we all have things going on in our life that we wish might not be there, and we wish would make us a little bit better here or there, make it a little bit easier for us. You guys are all so awesome. We support each other here, and that is what this is all about. We're all in this together, and we all crush it together. So there's things that make us who we are. Find out who you are and find out what that superpower is. All the people I have in my life who have a mild form of autism, in this community, in our mastermind, and just personal friends that we have around our community here, there's something there that honestly, as a person who doesn't have autism in my own family history, that I look at that and I'm like, man, there's a superpower there that I wish I could harness. I wish I could get my brain to do some of the things their brains can do. So I don't know you, the person who asked this question, I don't know you personally, but I know there's something in you that makes you amazing and that gives you an edge up on every freaking body else, because you're you and you're different and you're like you for a reason. So the way I am, the person I am, I try to capitalize on what my strengths are, and I try to move on from the things that I feel like are my weaknesses. Sure, if I need to be a little more organized or be on time or something, I try to set reminders or have somebody help me with that. But when it comes to, like, again, I just mentioned a minute ago, I'm super nervous and have a lot of social anxiety when it comes to one-on-one interactions with in-depth conversations. For whatever reason, that's me, it's the way I'm wired. So literally going to the Starbucks barista always makes me nervous every day. Same Starbucks, same set of baristas, I'm still nervous, all right? That's just me, I have to work on that. But my strengths allow me to do things in group settings. For some reason, it's easy for me to speak in front of an audience. It doesn't scare me. One-on-one does. For some reason, it's easy for me to have in-depth one-on-one conversations where short one-on-one casual conversations make me nervous. That's just me. Bottom line is find that strength and focus on that. So as you're marketing, let's shift over to the marketing side for a second for this question. As you're marketing, if you're doing cold outreach, you're doing sales calls, you're doing cold emails, whatever it is that you're doing to really push that market forward, as you're marketing, focus in on what allows you to lean on your strength of communication. So if you're a better writer, focus in on emails and writing. If you're a face-to-face communicator, focus on that. If you like hosting a Facebook group, I thoroughly enjoy hosting a Facebook group. This is so fun. If you like hosting a Facebook group, you think you might, try it out. You can write, you can do video, you can do quick little snippet posts, you can do pre-recorded and thoroughly edited explainer videos. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is in your Facebook group or whatever it is that you do for your audience, even if it's just a one-to-one email, send the things that work best for you. So if you're an expert at something and you like making a recorded video and you think that's more comfortable for you because you can really control the outcome and edit it down and get it all right, do it. And then send it to people on your email list. Host a Facebook group. Post it on LinkedIn. Let people know, hey, I'm a freaking good expert at this, and here's how I do it, and I'd love to connect to you. People are attracted to certain people because of chemistry often, not because of logic. So you don't have to be logically these 3 to 5 things to be attracted to another person. You just simply have to show who you are. Hey, this is me, I'm real, and I can help you solve this problem. That's what it amounts to. And people will be attracted to you, the person who's asking this question, they'll be attracted to you because of you and you being authentic and being real and being honest out there. Show them what you do and how you do it and keep reaching out. Now, let's talk cold email for a second. Hey, everybody, so glad y'all are watching. Let's talk cold email for a second, because that is the cold call, the cold email is like the hardest thing to crack of all the marketing things to crack out there, okay? So if you're doing cold email and you found a list, by the way, there's a guy in our group, in our Facebook group here, and he's actually one of my masterminds named Jared McNally. I'm horrible to spell that, so I'm hesitating here. Jared McNally, something like that. Look up Jared McNally. You'll see him here in the group. He's in the Elite Agency Inner Circle Facebook group. Reach out to him. He's a fantastic list scraper. So if you're looking for cold outreach, cold email, things like that, Jared can get you your profile, your on-target people, and he's really, really good at it. And he can show you some strategies where you can't just dump 1,000 emails into, MailChimp and fire them off. You got to do this one at a time. You got to be organic about it, but he can get you the people and save you an enormous amount of research time. You're finding him anyway. He can find them for you and save you all that time. But apart from that, sending mail, like real mail through the post office, that little box out there with the flag on it that none of us like to use anymore, that works. It really works. I would send lumpy mail, as in mail that has some kind of lump in it, not just an envelope with a letter, but like a piece of a Lego brick. Some unique little small thing that doesn't cost you more than a stamp to send anyway, that doesn't increase your postage costs, but allows that mail piece to be noticed and get seen by the person who's receiving it. Something that's like, hey, you're trying to figure out how to actually put together the right marketing plan? I can help. But include in that envelope a piece of a Lego piece. I'm just using that one as an example because it's putting together a good marketing plan, right? We all relate to that. It's a clever way to get somebody to open the envelope and see what you're doing and be like, wow, that was actually interesting. I wonder if they could do something like that for my business. Whatever it is for you. Bottom line is, cold email, cold outreach, cold phone calls are the toughest things to crack. So if you're after that right now, then you're lifting with the Olympians, all right? That is legit hardcore work. Yay you. Having a Facebook group or pitching in and doing some things on like LinkedIn, adding comments to other people's feeds, things that are already big communities, already growing, and figuring out ways to add value might be a faster way to build relationships, because those relationships ultimately bring people in that want to work with you and your personality and your skill set and the way you can help them solve their problems. Dean, cold email calls are tough. Yeah, good copy and communication skills are critical. So true. If you're picking up the phone and calling cold, you got to be ready to rock and roll, and that really does require a really strong skill set. Honestly, I would lean towards, I love my Facebook group here, I would lean towards having a Facebook group, because a Facebook group gives you a chance to get to know people, get to like interact with people. They get to see your skill set, they get to understand how you work, they get to know who you are, and they get to get past anything that you probably think is in the way. Honestly, the stuff you think in the way might not be in the way for them. The fears that I have, the fears that I hear so many people in this audience say, like, we all feel like frequently that we have this imposter syndrome, people call it, like, oh my gosh, I'm really not the expert people think I am. What if they find out that I don't know everything? What if they find out I'm not perfect? What if they find out that I'm really not, let's say I'm a copywriter. I'm not the best copywriter. I saw somebody at a conference and they're a better copywriter than me. Should they just work with that person instead of me? No, we are who we are. We're good. We can help people move to the next step. That's what they're hiring us to do, regardless of our personalities, regardless of how we communicate, regardless of if we're the best or middle or just starting out. We can help someone move forward, and we can connect to the right people. So keep moving forward. Ask for advice like you're doing here. Love that. And reach out to other experts who can help move you forward. The person who asked this question, again, I'm leaving names out of this. They posted it publicly in the group, but I'm gonna allow them to control that because this is personal information, and I applaud you for being brave and being real. That is such a big thing for all of us. We all need more of that in our lives, that's for sure. I'm gonna have one other, I'm gonna mention you in a private message to a couple of folks in this group who I know have been in the same shoes you're in from an autism standpoint, and have just really figured out how to do marketing, how to do outreach, and how to do all the stuff they do as experts, even with a little bit of autism in their life. All right, we all have a little bit of something in our life that we wish wasn't there and that we think is going to hold us back in a really dramatic way. And bottom line is, there are ways to work with this. Somebody mentioned, I think in the post that you posted originally, that you could outsource some of the sales and communication piece. That's actually a really good idea. I saw that post in there. I thought, oh, that's a really, really good idea. All right, Dean, got to go. Have a call soon. Much love, brother Dean. Great to see you, dude. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. Let me just say this off topic, off of this Q&A session about the holidays coming up, because as you can see, make you all motion sick here. Holiday tree back there. I'm in a big city park here in Memphis, and they're doing the holiday lights set up right now. David, what's up? Ain't that the truth, brother? I'm so glad to see you, man. Bottom line is, holidays coming up. Make sure, I know it's Friday right now and we're talking, but make sure, and we talk a lot about time off, make sure that you're planning time off for the holidays right now. Whatever holidays you observe, end of the year stuff coming up, most of us have times where we're getting together with family, friends, we're doing stuff that's important to us, right? And because 2020 has been such a crazy year, some of us have wild success, some of us in the middle, some of us are just struggling, but all of us have been hustling. I haven't talked to anybody who's just cruising right now. Everybody's either hustling because things are just flying, or they're trying to figure it out, or they're rebuilding, whatever. Make sure you plan time off, all right? Go ahead right now, like pull up your calendar right now and take time off. If you celebrate Thanksgiving here in the United States and that's one of the things you do, then don't just take off Thursday. Don't just take off half a day Thursday. Go ahead and mark off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or the whole week. If you celebrate one of the more religious holidays around the end of the year, then just go ahead and mark off a week. Like New Year's Eve stuff, don't just do New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Go ahead and mark off a week before and after. Take 2 weeks, take 1 week, take 4 days, take 3 days. Pick what's right for you. I promise you, I've done this so many times and coached so many people through this process. I promise you, you cannot take time off around the holidays and have it hurt you. It will help you, all right? When you see an opportunity like this to take time off, when the world around you is taking time off, it gets a little depressing, right? All of a sudden, you got your neighbors out there, they're playing out in the yard, and you see people doing fun Black Friday sale stuff, and then there's people out there going on a walk because everybody else is off, and you're sitting in there in your office hammering away at your computer trying to market to people who quite frankly wish they were taking the day off too. Just take a few days off around those key holiday times. Enjoy. Go out for a bike ride. Hang out with friends. Even if you don't celebrate that holiday, but you think half the world does, take a couple of days off and chill. Everybody else is chilling. Just relax, because it will save you brain space. You will make better, what's up, Andres? You'll make better decisions. Good to see you, man. You'll make better decisions, be more strategic, be ready for the new year. If you just have 3 to 5 days off, 2 weeks off, whatever it is for you, put those chunks in your calendar and keep them, all right? Pure, close the laptop, put the phone down, take the time off. I know you think, oh my gosh, but Chris, I have to hustle, I have to go, I have to constantly be in these Facebook groups, I have to constantly be doing this stuff, I have to be reaching out, I have to be emailing. No, I promise nobody's gonna miss you for 3 or 4 days or a week. They're really not. And even your workflow can slow down just a little bit. And you might think, but Chris, what if I miss a deal that last week of the year? You won't. The relationships will still be there. Everybody kind of takes a minute to dial back. And particularly with a year like this, where there's no way around it, we've all been hustling more than ever before. You need a break, you need a rest. So not just because it's Friday, because that year-end stuff is coming up and there's a holiday tree stuck behind me. Make sure that you're getting those breaks planned. Make sure you keep them. Make sure you stick with it. All right, folks, I am gonna jump out of here. Have a great weekend. Take some time off, and I will see you all Monday. You're all amazing, you're awesome. And last thing. I keep saying last thing, but this is really last thing. This end of the year time to sell your products, your services, your done-for-you services, your coaching, consulting groups, whatever you're doing to help your clients move their message forward. This time right now is amazing. People are think about how you feel. Sometimes we all wake up a little bit right now feeling a little bit insecure, right? Even if we've had an amazing year or a struggling year. We don't know what's coming next. What about the pandemic? What about the election? What about all this stuff? Blah, blah, blah. It's okay. The thing is, so many other people are feeling the same thing you're feeling. So be out there, be a voice of hope, give people a plan, give people steps of action they can take to start taking control of their marketing, of their messaging, of their lives, of their business, of their own personal mindset and trajectory. Give them a place to move forward. We all need that. You've got that power right now. Give them that. Sell them your services, your products, your help right now at the end of this year, through the holidays, into the next year, because this is the moment that you have to help them move forward. They need you. You need them. Don't give up. Don't think because of the election or pandemic or holidays or whatever, sales start slowing down. They don't. It's all about your messaging and how you're helping people get traction and move forward. Olivia, awesome to see you. So glad you're here. You bet. So have a great weekend. Get focused. Take a little time off this weekend. Chill a little bit. Mark off your holidays you're going to take off. But make sure you're thinking about how you're leading your people forward into the next year. They need you. They need your hope. They need your steps. They need your action plan. Get out there and sell and help them take action and move forward. That's it for me, folks. Y'all have a great weekend. Great question. Thanks for being authentic in this group. Thanks for being real. We're all in this together. We all have our own stuff, our own worries and concerns, and you got this. Talk soon.